Hello friends, and welcome to the table. We've saved a seat for you. Well, this is Boards and Chords, and I'm Jonathan, your host. And I want to let you know a little bit about me and a little bit about the show. First of all, concerning me, I love games. I love to buy games, I love to play games, I love to think about them and think of ways to be better, improve my strategy, find ways to synergize things, perhaps even in ways that the developers didn't mean to. Things get the most out of them, and I love playing them with my family and my friends. When I was a kid, I would play Battleship and Monopoly and Clue with my family. We would go to the arcades and play things like Afterburner and Dragon's Lair. And then we played also on the Atari 2600, played games like Pong and Pac-Man and Combat. So I've been at this quite a while. And now I've got a family of my own, and I enjoy playing games with them as well. We started about 4 years ago playing games together as a family on a designated night. So now every Saturday night is our game night, and it's something that we've come to look forward to. And I think you should consider doing the same, having a regular game night with your family or friends. I think you'll find it as rewarding as we have. For families, it's really important to spend time together. We've found in the Highland Springs study group said that we spend less than 34 minutes a day together on average as a family, and that's troubling. PBS has also released a study that said that on average, the adults spend about 9 hours a day on isolated screen time activities, things like social media, movies, and other things like that, that just take us away and isolate us. Without that interaction with our family, it kind of leads to the other statistic of spending less time with the family, I think. And the kids are watching us and seeing what we're doing as we use those isolated times in front of our screen, and I think they're learning to do the same. So right now we are actually in a golden age of board gaming and video gaming, I think, such that the board games that are being produced are far better than what were coming out when I was a kid. They're more complex, they're more engaging, the themes are richer, the mechanics are more interesting, and it's becoming a true hobbyist activity, and not only just a casual engagement from time to time. So what I want to do is I want to give you a resource so that whenever you are standing in the comic store and looking at this wall of board games, that you will have some idea of what you're looking for, because otherwise it can be pretty overwhelming. And these games are not inexpensive. They can be kind of expensive. They can cost a lot. So you want to make the most out of your gaming dollar by making good decisions for you and your family or your gaming group, things that they're likely to enjoy, and you will as well. Similarly, whenever you're looking online at the Steam game delivery system, whenever you want to get a video game, it can be hard to know what to pick. There's tons of games scrolling by, and some of them that are recommended, and you just may not know anything about them. So what I want to do is I want to give you my recommendations and my reviews about different games that are out there, video games and board games alike. And you can make your decisions based on that if it sounds like it would be a good fit for you and your family. So the format's going to be something like this. So whenever I have a regular episode, we're going to talk about a specific game. I'm going to give you an overview with a summary of the rules and the theme and the concept of the game and what you're trying to accomplish. And then we're going to talk about the components of the game. If it's a board game, we'll talk about the pieces and the boards and how the quality of those are. If we're talking about a video game, then the technical quality of the audio and the video and the mechanics of the game itself. Maybe replayability, can you play it together as a family, that sort of thing. And then we'll talk about our experiences as a family playing it, or mine if it's something I played by myself. I'll just tell you my reactions to it. This is where you'll get how it was as we played it together. And then we'll talk about the family friendliness of the game. Between those two categories, you'll know how well it worked for us in terms of the game length or the age recommendations and that sort of thing, how it worked well for us or not. And then finally, I'll give you a content rating where I will discuss the categories such as violence, sex and nudity, alcohol use, tobacco use, drug use, that sort of thing, profanity, any intense or scary images or scenes in the games. And I'll just kind of give you an idea of what you'll find in the game in those categories, so that then you can make the decision of whether or not it's right for you and your family or your gaming group. Because I realize that we each have a separate threshold. It's going to be a little bit different from person to person and group to group about what's acceptable and what's not, what your family or your group can take. So you'll make that call, all right? And then after that, we'll just kind of I'll give you some experiences that we've had. What are my favorite gaming moments that I've had with this particular game? Maybe give you some examples of that. And also, so I would like to hear some of yours as well. What do you like or dislike about the particular games? I want you to leave comments. Tell me what it is you like about the games. What kind of things would you like to hear in the review that maybe I'm not providing? And what I would like for you to join our growing community at Boards and Chords and help us to grow. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe and share it with your friends and family so that you don't ever miss an episode, and that you'll become to love the hobby as I do, as you learn about it, things that will help you and your family enjoy it more as well. So pull up a chair and let's game on. Thanks for joining us on Boards and Chords. Connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at our website at boardsandchords.com. We'll see you at the table.